Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you're new here, so am I. My name is Jodie. I'm a super new channel. In fact, I've got wires hanging out of me here that I'm trying to tuck in. But I tend to talk about personal finance and kind of money mindset ideas. So I'm fairly new, so if this is your kind of thing, hang on and hopefully this video is helpful for you. So today I'm going to get right into it. So I want to talk about when we have a rich money mindset versus a poor money mindset. And I originally got this idea from a previous video that I saw talking to, I think it was like the top millionaires in the US and how they have a similar train of thought and how they are successful. And in this, conversation, they talked about consuming versus creating. So they all said, which was super interesting, that people who tend to consume in their spare time tend to have less money than people who create in their spare time. And what I mean by this is, in terms of consuming, this can be in your spare time when you get home from work. Let's say you've got 4 hours until you go to bed. Are you consuming television? Are you watching television? Are you on your phone consuming social media? Are you literally consuming junk food while you're, in your spare time eating burgers? That's the consuming side of things. But then the mind shift into, creation instead. So let's say you have 4 hours at the end of your workday. Instead of consuming, TV programs back to back and just binging them, you can move to more of a creation mindset. So instead of being on your phone, you could maybe create content that adds value to other people's lives, but also, you could get money from that also in that 4 hours of time. Another example would be, instead of, watching musicians on the TV in that consuming 4 hours, you could maybe learn a guitar, learn how to play the guitar even. And then from that skill, you could either, create a YouTube channel to teach people how to play guitar, or you could do your own guitar lessons face to face and get money that way. So it's a super interesting concept about consuming versus creating. And a lot of the time we don't even realize we're doing it. I think the default for a lot of people when they're tired at the end of the day and at the weekend is to consume. Our phones, we're addicted to them. The TV, we're addicted. Our laptops, we're addicted, right? I think so. And even with the food ideology of, you could be sitting there eating junk, eating sweets, eating burgers. But if you try and flip it to, okay, let me have a more creativity or creation mindset, you could be buying sweets in bulk and selling them individually. Let's say you're a student. Let's say you're literally in secondary school. You could be buying sweets in bulk and then selling off little bags of sweets and getting a profit that way. So there's lots of different ways to kind of think about this. So another way is also when you tend to consume content, consume, television stuff, blah, 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 watch advertisements on the TV, a lot of the time it's people are taking money from you or you are the product, okay? Even if you watch a free video. Now, I am a super new channel. I don't get any AdSense by telling you any of this, okay? I don't get anybody at all yet. But if you are watching a very famous YouTuber, let's say like Mr. Beast or someone who gets millions in AdSense, right? You're watching something for free as you're consuming it, but you're also the product here. He's making money off of you, and he himself is more of the creation mindset of using his time to create something of value, whereas you are just, consuming that value, I guess, is the way to think about it. So with creation, it tends to be about making money in your spare time. Essentially, it could be, or it could just be, other valuable things like, gaining more time or gaining a skill if you learn a guitar. But I'm talking purely on the financial front. Creation tends to lead more to making money, whereas consumption is more about people are taking money from you. Because if you're seeing an advertisement on the TV about a new phone and then you purchase the new phone, okay, you're spending a lot of money with that consumption. Same with, if you're watching your favorite influencers or whatever it is on social media, they might be selling products of their clothes or manifestation journals or something like that. So you will be spending your money while you're consuming. So I wanted to just introduce this idea, and I just thought it was a really interesting way to think about how are you using your spare time, even yourself. Let's say it's a Tuesday afternoon, you finish work at 5 and you've got those 4 hours at the end of the day before you go to sleep. Let's say you like to go to bed early. What are you doing with your time? Are you mainly consuming? Are you mainly on your phone? Are you mainly on, the TV? My cat has joined the conversation again. Or is there a way where you can even use part of this time, not even all the 4 hours? We all tend to consume to relax the brain, to watch something that's pretty easy to digest on the TV rather than doing something difficult. But even if you use an hour of those 4 hours at the end of your workday to create something, it could even be create a painting, create, knitting, get into knitting. That is creation. And maybe down the line you could sell your knitwear at a local, art stall, or, a local market or whatever. It's about just kind of flipping that ideology of, are you wasting your time as well, or could you be using it, into something more valuable? So thanks guys, that was it today. Very short and sweet. My cat Rua, thanks you very much for listening to the video. As I said, I'm super new. I work in finance and have done for the last 10 years. So I tend to talk about personal finance and like money mindset concepts. So if this is your kind of thing, I'd appreciate a subscribe or even some comments on what you'd like to see from me down the line. So yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, bye.